Hey, 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 welcome to the attic. I am Manadad, walking on the treadmill. Now some of you don't like to see that, so off. We're going to do Strixhaven Premier Draft, best of one here. Got the Mana Tithe. We got a Rushed Rebirth. As far as I can tell, kind of a garbage rare. Our lesson is Introduction to Annihilation, which is not the highest of picks. Mortality Spear is good. Destroy target non-land permanent, sometimes for 2 mana. Rise of Exodus, really strong common here. I don't know if this would ever put anybody into Witherbloom. Rise is where I want to go. This is just a little bit confining for a first pick. Rise does a similar impression. We don't want to get married to our first picks. Well, we did get Killian here, which is pretty good silver quill aggro. We also got a Heated Debate. Strong red card. Like the Neilthorn Drake and the Quandrix Pledge Mage. Introduction to Prophecy would probably make any deck. I hate to pass a Killian though. I don't want Killian if we end up in silver quill. We'll see. Again, trying in the early picks not to get too attached to anything. Like here's a Fractal Summoning. Doesn't match any of our current colors, but we could play it. We could actually play it in Witherbloom, but Frost Trickster. Some people are down on this one. I think you just need the right deck for it. Campus Guide, Mage Hunter. Can actually rack up a lot of points against these Magecraft decks. I'm gonna take a lesson though. Always good to take the lessons early. Start building up your lesson board. Okay. So Fracture is not really playable here in best of one. I mean, it's playable, but nah, you don't want to put it in your deck. I like this Wither. I've come way up on this Witherbloom Pledge Mage. Just a 5/5 for 5 with a upside is pretty good. Although here we got Pop Quiz, which is a really good learn card. Whereas in terms of Silver Quill aggro, just a first year, which is kind of replacement level, and the Allen Shield Mage, which you definitely want. I don't know if you want to take it this early though. Between the Witherbloom Pledge Mage and the Pop Quiz, oh, there's an Infused with Vitality, which is pretty good for Witherbloom too. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the Witherbloom Pledge Mage. Off chance it's open. Okay, well yeah, here's a Witherbloom pack, right? Blood Researcher, Infused with Vitality, Essence Infusion, Tend the Pests, and Duress. On the other hand, there's Enthusiastic Study. Huh. I think I'm going to take, well, the sign Witherbloom is open here. Could we just take the Blood Researcher? Gotten burned by Witherbloom so many times here. Stone Rain. I'd like to get these for my collection, but not the cost of picking up playables. Honor Troll. I've rarely seen this become a 4/4. We're just gonna hunt for specimens. Okay, so people are down on the Dark Ritual. The Magecraft trigger. Gonna grab it. Here's the late Introduction to Prophecy. Daylight Invocation is good. These Infused with Vitalities are just going around. Huh. take the introduction, but I've noted that. So there's a Witherbloom Campus, or we could take the Essence Infusion. Looking like some kind of black aggro is open. Maybe not Silver Quill. Anything with Witherbloom we necessarily want to splash, but we've been seeing Witherblooms going around. Golden Ratio, that could be a sign. A very weak sign. Quandrix. I like the Unwilling Ingredient over the Arrogant Poet. Where's the counters really nicely. Get the card draw later. And yeah, I guess I'll just rare draft. Another Essence Infusion. Nicely with the Blood Researcher. I never played Spell Satchel. Particularly care for it. Okay. Well, Retriever Phoenix is great. We also did get a Dyna. There's another Infused with Vitality. There's also Study Break. Huh. And Field Trip. I'm just going to take the Retriever Phoenix. We get one red card? No, I guess we didn't. It will be black-red. Flash green or something. Introduction to Prophecy. Go to the sideboard. My lessons so far: Introduction to Prophecy and Fractal Summoning. Super thrilled with that. Well, pass the Dragon's Guard Elite. That's certainly a Magecraft build around. I like Abundant Harvest. I'd like that Inkling Summoning, but my wife is texting me. What do we have? Each Fanatic, Third Colony, Heated Debate. I take a Leech Fanatic here. And there's lots of good stuff that is way better than Leech Fanatic or Skirt Colony. I could take the Heated Debate just in case red is open. Leech Fanatic's almost certain to come back. Maybe we'll take the green since Dragon's Guard Elite is pretty much our best card here. There's Environmental Sciences. Line Invocation. These Infused with Vitality. Somebody else picked all those up, I guess. Maybe reluctantly. Never did get one in pack 1. Wow, that's a late Prismari command. A real solid card. Oh, so Overgrown Arch I've heard is really good to repeatedly trigger life gain in the Witherbloom decks. I think I'm going to take it. Not really in the market for a Prismari command. I thought I might go back towards black-white. The Silver Quill Pledge Mage would be good. Take another Unwilling Ingredient. Campus Guide. Yeah, red is definitely looking more open here. Now black is not looking open. We don't really have any removal in any of these colors. Take the Amplimancer. Not super happy about it. Tempted to just rare draft here. Chance we would splash white for something. Okay, well, Culling Ritual here. No Day is pretty good. Now we can take and choose with Vitality. Passing Steady Break and Elemental Summoning, though. Not sure about that. Make your mark. Sideboard. Quandrix Cultivator pretty late. We're more likely to play Go Blank. Guess I'll take it. This Impulse, we can play it. Blender's Familiar, just in case we open a white bomb. Go back the other direction. Well, we got a black bomb. Professor Onyx. That makes this field trip that much more. Oh man, we'd love to have Devouring Tendrils, Mage Hunter's Onslaught. Hope one of those wheels. We will take the Professor Onyx quite happily. She's Magecraft. Gonna drain people for 2. And then a +1 is you lose a life, look at the top 3, put 1 into your hand, the rest into your graveyard. -3, each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creature that player controls, which is just awesome. And -8, opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 more times. I believe that is a total of 7. So there is removal. That's where it's Gambit you play in any deck, though. Why is anybody passing that? Yes. This is the Infused with Vitality draft for sure. I think I just take the Tezzeret's Gambit. Would like the Necrotic Fumes. We don't have a ton of Learn. 1 hunt for specimens. We need more Learn. Taking the Necrotic Fumes. I think that was the Discipline pick. The real Discipline pick may have been to take the field trip. Ash of Malice. Be good cheap removal. There's more cheap removal. The Carrick Wrangler. And the Pest Summoning. We'll hopefully get something back in this pack here. Take the Silver Quill Campus for splashing, or we just take 10 the Pests. Okay, at this point, Leech Fanatic looks like we might need it. What are we doing on creatures at this? Got the Dragon's Guard Elite, the Amplimancer, and the Scurrid Colony. Leech Fanatic's actually a pretty good creature. Village Rites would be good for us too. Okay, field trip, a late field trip. We're in some kind of lane here. And infused with vitalities. I mean, whoever was taking them before, they probably got 4 of them, so take the other 2. Be sure to have enough spells. It looks like maybe Prismari was open. Deadly Brew or Infused with Vitality? 3. We'll try the Deadly Brew out. I don't know if we got enough things that Magecraft trigger. Question. Serving? Yeah, sure, why not? Once again, I think I've been fooled into drafting a bad Witherbloom deck here. We get some gems, though. We don't have any way to protect the creatures that we put the Essence Infusion on. In terms of gaining life, we didn't get like any of the payoffs really. We got a lot of enablers. The one Blood Researcher is like the only real payoff we have for gaining life. Got the Culling Ritual. Dark Ritual is interesting, right? Like turn 3, 5/5. Power out Rise of Exodus, Professor Onyx. Our removal is all for like small things except for Rise of Exodus. We can cut Cultivate. Field Trip is better for us. Don't really need to ramp so badly. We need to take a turn off there. I wonder if Square Up is ever playable. These +1/+1 counters. We didn't get any Granite Anatomy. Pretty disappointed in this deck. Being honest here. We're pretty low curve. Let's cut a land. We are black, so we'll cut a green. And one more cut is the weak card here. Pen the Pests. Alright. Give this a try. I think this one might be doomed to the dustbin. Leave your guesses in the comments. How many wins you think it'll get? Thumbs up if you think you can get 3 or more wins, I think. And thumbs down if you think it'll get 0 wins. Which I wouldn't fault you for voting. Okay, well. Keepable hand. Kinda have to put out the Dragon's Guard Elite here. Hope it survives. Okay. Infused with Vitality will protect it. Huh. Dark Ritual. One turn too late. Just Dark Ritual just to pump this. I guess we'll wait and do it to double the number of counters. jam session. Where were those? We need some of those. Maybe I'm just terrible at reading Witherbloom signals. Yeah, well, they're taking their sweet time here. What are they ramping into? Professor of Zoomancy. Could kill the 1/1 and then cause them to sacrifice. It's 4/3. Not the greatest use of mana. If we Dark Ritual and double the number of counters, they are tapped out. Just leave it open to get killed next turn. Yep, and they have double black. Yep, okay, they're just ramping. Good for us. They got expanded anatomy. Interesting. The better creature to sacrifice. Right? Okay. I guess they're holding up. The thing that makes it indestructible or the thing that makes it hexproof is not gonna affect that. That just in case we can pump the Dragon's Guard. We gotta chump block it. Maybe they have infused with vitality. Nope. Well, I'm not shocked if this deck can win with Dragon's Guard Elite. They can make the Pledge Mage 7/7. Want to. Ah. 7/7 that way. Huh. This should be game. Do they have the, oh, they have the Snakeskin Veil. Get wrecked. Why they were holding up that one green. Over there, good gaming us. If I was them, I would have saved that lifelink. Blocks. how many Mexican Veils they got. Opponent is out of cards. Crying ain't gonna do it for you. Maybe they're just curious. Alright. Well, I told you that was a good card. Got our first win. Oop, forgot to hit record. This is the opening hand here. Kept a hand with all black. Because, got 1-2. We can go get our environmental sciences. Probably draw a forest next turn if we hadn't gotten environmental sciences. Post guide. Yep. What did I say? Hi, forest. Save environmental sciences for another turn. Gain subtraction? Sure. We're gonna get greedy and try to block it, though. Spirit summoning. Not excited. Targeting. Huh. The sorcery. Alright, we don't get to get the death touch. I like my Spirit Colony. I like it to stick around. Forest. Kind of desk guy nonsense. Oh, combat perfect. Yeah. Can't really beat that with not take the bait. Alright, we got 2 unwilling ingredients. Blocks. Two lanes away, Scourge Colony. Whammy. No whammy, no whammies. Whammy whammies. Draws. Draws again. Go into combat. Keep it in the air. Alright, 1 land away, Scourge Colony. Tempted to sacrifice one ingredient here. Okay, let's just outcarding us left and right here. 24 cards left in the deck. Oh, we got 25. 23. Plus they're going to Introduction to Prophecy. What we wish we had picked up. They have their hand they can't play. They just an aggro deck that's flooding out here? Okay. That's a card. Ah, we have a card too. A point in. I think we're just gonna kill Masari.
That's cute.
We have to chump with our Spirit Colony. Keep Professor Onyx alive. Frog the Fuddler, sure. If we keep her around, no, we don't. But she killed a creature and absorbed 3 damage. That's something. Oh, interesting. Gonna let us put an unwilling ingredient in the graveyard here. Do-de-do. Slow. Attacking decisions. Slow. They have like some weird pump spell. That. That. Okay, they get to save one of them. The Fuddler saving its friend. My board is wiped. What do I get? Eliminate. Ooh, there we go. Are we just kind of dead though? What other arrows does opponent have in their quiver? Uh-oh. Looks like they might have the deal 5. What does that even do again? Source your card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. If you do exile the top 2 cards of your library, you may play those cards. Okay. this field trip. Could just get an expendable creature out. I need one more mana to make this a 1/1 and then Deadly Brew. Straight to combat for them? That's a weird good thing. They got reject. Creature or planeswalker? Kill this. Go to 4. Maybe 5, maybe 6. Maybe less. So we're losing battle here. One, two, three. And I can return the Witherbloom Pledge Mage. Then I'm still dead. Well, let's try it anyway. X equals 1. Don't quite have the mana, or do I? No. Get the Skirt Colony. That's my play. Still dead though. Give him a good game. I need to drag it out. Go on to the next one. Up against Lululemon. Won't keep. Play black and 1, maybe lash something. Who knows? It's on the unlashable creature plan. Let them feel confident about their 0-4. Didn't even block. Okay. Huh. Seems unlikely they'd have Snakeskin Veil, and if they do, I guess we'll get it out of their hand. Let them learn with that. Pulse first. I guess we got a tap land. Didn't work out the way I thought it did. Oops. Guess we'll save that for next turn. Powering 10. No. Cool animation. Don't think it's supposed to be pink squares. Battle of the high life totals here. Is my graveyard worth returning? Found. This path. Need to top deck a threat. Toot sweet. Sure. We're just did I miss the scry there? Didn't make it unblockable. Bounce or something here to wreck me. Negates. Uh-uh. That was too confident of an attack. I missed another scry. Uh-oh. Pausing there. Now they'll be forced to spend their mana to make stuff unblockable. We'll give it a try. Did I forget this had reach? No. Let's do his trade. Huh. Make him sack one of them. I should have scried before I did that. Right now. Unwilling ingredient. Guess that's a chump blocker. Scry and see if our blocking decisions will be changed by this information. Unlikely. Essence infusion. Well, no. Not at this point. But just enough to draw a card off of it, too. Basically need to get Rise of Extus here. Right, continuing to get threats. At least they can't play that this turn. Sure. Necrotic Fumes. Kill the 8/8. Exile a creature you control, so this doesn't even become a 3/3. That's rough. Trade with the Scourge Colony now. Guess I'll regret that if stop on the upkeep. Field trip. I'll do it. Dark Ritual. I'll do it. They have 4 on board. That is the game. Okay, searching for win number 2 with this terrible deck with Professor Onyx. Yeah, I'll keep this. Turn 2, hunt for specimens. Actually get this out on turn 4. Willing ingredient, where were you last turn? So, we want to make sure we hit our land drops. One is Silver Quill. Next turn we're going to Blood Research. So, well, this is going to pump the Blood Researcher so we can get it and take it. Hope opponent's board stays mostly empty. And Blood Researcher. Hopefully draw a land. Dark Ritual Professor Onyx. Bob's your uncle. There's our land. There's our fourth land. Now they could have hand disruption or flash of malice. Sure. We're waiting on that one. What do you think of this, opponent?
Open your books to page 17 or something.
Plus, put one of these into our hand. Pick the Witherbloom Pledge Mage here.
I have impeccable study habits.
And we draw the mana to cast it. See what else is on top of our library. Now we just get another one. Should have taken a swamp there. Whoops.
Ugh, there has to be an answer here.
We might just ultimate this Onyx. You know what? This is a 2-win deck, but we ultimate Onyx. That would be still worth it. Still worth it. Opponent desperately trying to figure out how to knock Onyx down. He's got 2 minuses stored up. Bibliopex Assistant is a threat. Get back the Lash of Malice. Okay. That's environmental science. Magecraft triggers. Swamp this time. Now we have double infused with vitality. I guess we'll attack first and then see what we want to do with Lilliana. We're gonna take it. And make them sacrifice their creature. Or I could take just -2 off of it. Yeah, okay. Keep controlling the board.
Watch the life essence fade.
Keep up these infuses. When it doesn't know what to do. Probably is lethal, right? They've been up to 7 and we can hit them for 7. I'm sure. Hey, mythic planeswalkers are good. Especially when they're played on turn 4. And they cost 6. Then the campus. We will ensure that that comes back. When it is at 3. We don't have, we could get him down to 1. And the campus. Sure, we'll get him down to 1. There we go. That's an Onyx win. Well professed Onyx. 2 and 2. Got Dark Ritual but no Professor Onyx. Rough. Somebody's not a fan of Butte, Montana, it looks like. Want to kick it? Maybe they wanted to kick butter, like they have a habit of eating too much butter. They typoed, missed the R. Kick butter. Button out. $16 land deck here. Oh. Aggro. If I infuse, they can double block. That's not great. Back. Character trade. Turn. Now they get a nice crackback against us, unfortunately. Maybe should have just been patient here. We can go gain 5 back. What? Green? How many colors are they playing over there? Oh, just more and more land. Fuse with vitalities are like a non-bow with essence infusion. It's just a life lesson. There's too many infusions. Okay. Yeah, we're just getting trounced here. I guess we're only at 15. World's biggest Springmane Servant. Be glad we have all these lands if we draw our third colony. That's gonna crack back for 9. Oh, they don't have a spell. Probably means they got a big creature. Well, if I attack, they're forced to block. They'll probably double block. Let's trading the Springmane Servant in for their 2 guys. Could even infuse it. I'm inclined just to let it die though. Save the Amplimancer with the infuse. Crying, it's a good sign. Four cards in hand. 7 to 19. Attacks. Good sign. About to get to 10 mana here. they have in their hand. All black cards, maybe? Rainbow deck? Could be like a Cody build around. Kick a butt. If you're watching this, let me know. Stay with me, kick a butt. Bookworm. That's a card. A heck of a card. Hunt for specimens. Yeah, we'll hunt for specimens. I will get necrotic fume. I will exile 1/1. Nice little 5 mana. Exile a creature. Okay, they're within range of a double-double. I hope they don't have Bookworm number 2. They very well might. And their mana very specifically here. Resurrect's Gambit. Great card. Still regret passing it. Storm. My opponent just like rare drafted here. They're like, oh wait, I gotta make a deck. Play every color. Alright, they've seen a lot of their deck. Literally drawn 5 more cards. Grape shot. How much? 2? Be me. So 1, 2 at that. Should be lethal. Who said Dark Ritual is a bad card? See, I can play Mystic Archives too. I'm ahead on wins with this deck. I'm tempted to drop out. Oh look, we've got Professor Onyx. We've got our Dragon's Guard Elite. We've got our Blood Researcher. Those are like our 3 top threats in the whole deck. See what Zakandoo does. Zakandee-doo-dah, Zakandoo-day. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of Zakin, Zakadee-doo. Dragon's Guard Elite is probably going down. They are also wither blooming. It's the truth. It's actual. A lash of malice would kill this off. Resting. Okay, new plan. Attack is instant. Okay. Haha. Picture. No blocks. They've got a Blood Research. That's a yikes. They shouldn't have played that land just yet. Third colony. Card. Maybe we should have just taken lands to try and hit Onyx. We're just down to race them. It's 5 for 5. I was fine with that trade. Doomancy. Ooh. How do you do Mancy? Let's draw a card. Can we get this to a 5/5? We cannot. Next turn, though. Next turn. I feel like if they had a combat trick, they would have used it by now. Bring this down. Make him sacrifice the Professor of Zoomancy. Still have 2 menace creatures, which is a problem for you, old professor. I think no blocks here. Alice Blood. They created a token instead of drawing a card. Interesting. Huh. They're worried about a crackback. It's just 6 mana kill Professor.
Dark and musty as I remember.
Might force them to make a bad attack. Lilliana.
Well, darn. Looks like you flunked out. Mwah.
As well, we didn't double block on the Professor. Let research. Uh-oh. They never get away to gain life, like have these little 1/1s die. Blocking for attacking decisions. There's 1 card in hand. there you go. I can choose to eat the 1/1s. We'll make the blood researchers bigger. Oh, that's interesting. But do they have the thing that gives death touch? I feel like I get a free kill on the unwilling ingredient if they don't. Velocity mass. They're about to gain life. Really need this blood researcher to survive long enough for the arch to start growing it. Wow. There's something instant speed that gains life. Bird colony's not going to survive long enough. No, I can't do that. Or get rid of one blood researcher. Wait till those are on the stack here. Got a trick. Oh, they do. Alright, nice. They really saved that back, or they just top decked it, I guess. Now we are dead. Oh no, I guess the damage has already been dealt. Alright, what do I need? Rise of Extus? My blood researcher is a lot worse than theirs. They keep dropping threats. We drew a land. Sacrifice this to learn. I think we're just a good game. Is there any way we survive? No, we can't double block. I guess we double block on that. Can I get through? Yeah. We did. Let's take a look at the deck. So 3 wins, just like I predicted. Still have not cracked this Witherbloom deck here, but we did get to play Professor Onyx, and she was fantastic. And I think I did prove that Dark Ritual can have its uses. I think every time we used it, either got a big Witherbloom Pledge Mage, or we used it for the finisher with the Reckless Amplimancer, get out Professor Onyx early. So it worked. We just went down a land, and I treated this as like a land burst. Unfortunately flooded out in a couple games, even though we went down a land. So what are you going to do? That is Magic. Thanks for joining me here in the attic. I have been Manadad. There I am. Remember, Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.